This is the Dragon's Lair Trilogy. You get Dragon's Lair, Dragon's Lair 2, Time Warp, and Space Ace. These are the classic, I want to say, original sort of quick time event games. They're beautiful. The artwork is still, and then it's kind of like an animated sort of video where you make choices and then you progress that way. We're going to show off a bit of each game. So here's the original Dragon's Lair. As you can see, these were from the arcade, truly classic games. I know these ones because I played it on the 360 with the Kinect, and it was a lot of fun. I haven't played the other two, so I mean, it was pretty cool to check them out. We're going to start with Dragon's Lair. So first off, these run really well, and the art style is absolutely stunning on the modern machines. The HD resolution is just gorgeous. It upscales beautifully, and it's still very special. I love these types of games. These three are very, very well done. The Space Ace is a little bit annoying, but it's cool. So first off, we got the general play of the game, but we also have some extra things. So we have extras. You can watch videos, you can see the draw, you can watch the game itself. There's some interview credits, so forth. It's kind of just extra things for fans of the series. So we're going to play a new game here because I was fiddling around with it. You can adjust your lives, you can change off the beeps, you can change off the guide, you can have an arcade cabinet style, you can do home or arcade. Each game has different settings based on, because they'll release and they have different things to it. There's easy and there's hard. We're going to just do it basic, home, easy. So the difference is here, home, it's kind of a preset thing going on, you know. Just as far as the scenes, the arcade, it's a random battle. And it's all easy right now just because I don't want to look too embarrassing. So you have a couple different options, and you can see based on my inputs, certain things happen. You've got your sword, and you've got your directions. You can also choose not to do anything. Death is everywhere. You gotta be fast, or you die. As you can see, it's a very gorgeous game, and I think it holds up incredibly well. But sometimes you screw up and you die. And you get the little knight, and then you get to come back. In the regular game, like the regular mode, you would actually get a random scene coming up, and it kind of just really mixes it up and changes things for you. I did notice at times that I got like a long, dark sort of screen. I don't know if that was just a one-time thing, but I did want to mention it just in case. I did click that button. Come on! It'll be tough for these QuickTime events. So we're gonna switch over to the next sort of, you know, the second one. Dragon's Lair 2, Time Warp. What? So again, this is the second one. I actually had no idea this even existed until I played this collection, so it's a bit of a treat for me. Once again, we have the extras here. So you can kind of watch things. That's if you want more out of the game. You play the game. We have different settings. Lives, move beeps, move guide, arcade cabinet, and the director's cut or the original. We're just going to do the original here. So very much the same sort of thing, but I definitely think it evolved a bit more, so it's faster paced. And there's a little bit more sort of action going on in this one.
I definitely kidnapped the guy.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet, so I'm not really hearing the prompts for this. Jeez, okay. Sorry, I got this. Totally botching this up. But you can see the art style is very much, you know, kept alive here. It's really just a refinement on it. And this one sort of just jumps into it right away. They're all very fast-paced, and you're always trying to rescue, you know, the girl. Because that's what you'd be paying for in the arcade. And they're very classic in that sort of sense, that you're trying to, you know, rescue the princess and sort of goes from that. This one, the checkpoints are a little more hardcore.
Kidnapped again? Idiot! You better find my daughter.
Jump down there, getting through. I guess, like, really take a look at the art style. Oh, crap. I keep clicking the side thing instead of actually fighting that guy. You dropping the ball on this. This lady's crazy. See, we're doing alright. And I fell down and died. But there's so many different ways you could die in each of these. It's kind of part of the magic of it is actually dying and experiencing all the different sort of events that can happen. It's very dynamic, and I think maybe ahead of its time even, because this is the sort of model we have almost with the Telltale type games where they're episodic. It's not the exact same, obviously, because I mean it's a little bit earlier version of that, but you get the idea of where they sort of evolved. As you're sort of you're not choosing here, but you're going along and making quick events in order to continue and progress in the story. Well, we're gonna switch over to the last one. Space Ace. So we're a hero in space, and it plays exactly like the other one. I mean, you get the fantasy setting. The space one just sort of makes sense. Here are the extras. Again, just kind of watching videos and so forth. And let's play it. New game. Again, we've got options. Here we actually have a difficulty setting, which I think is rather interesting. And we're yet again trying to save a lady that gets taken, as you can see right here. But we got a space scene. I do find the kid's voice incredibly annoying, though. Yeah, I go through here. This one also seems to be a bit more action-based, if that makes sense. We got in a spaceship, and then we're flying around, and then we're blasting things. Seems a little bit more hectic too. It's not quite as focused.
Oh sure, I'm just kidnapped by aliens. That's all.
I'll save you, Kimmy.
Get me out of here!
Yeah, very annoying voice, as you can kind of tell. You should probably pay attention. I mean, the idea is cool, doing a space one. I'm sure everybody absolutely loved the original, so they're like, oh, cool. We'll do another sort of test at it. I think overall, this is a really great collection for a sort of classic set of games. And something that I even appreciate, even though I'm younger and I wouldn't have been in the arcade when these were, I did the wrong thing, weren't available and so forth. I think the animation really does hold up very well. It looks very good. And you can basically get this trilogy on every platform. So you can experience it any sort of way you want. Oh yeah, and he becomes all big and muscular. He starts blasting people. Kaboom! That's what I'm talking about. Oh no.
Dexter! Get me out of here!
I think the voicing's pretty nice too. I don't know. They don't like the voice, but it matches well with the setup and everything. And it's just this frantic set of epic set pieces, whether you're the knight or whether you're in a spaceship, blasting away enemies and so forth. And it's just a nice little adventure series.
Oh, far out.
You will lose.
I don't even remember getting a prompt for that one. Energize! So we're kind of going along here. Anyways, oh jeez, that is the Dragon's Lair Trilogy. It's really quite something to check out. It's stuffed with features. It's very enjoyable to play. It's got all the right sort of things you want out of a collection like this, and it's very faithful, obviously, to the material as in presenting it as it originally was. With the higher resolutions we have now, it shines better than it ever did. And I mean, it definitely holds up well. I think it plays well. It could be a little bit more sensitive, you know, as far as when you're clicking the inputs and so forth. But if you like Dragon's Lair, you're gonna love this collection of it. And even if you haven't played it, and it kind of looks interesting, I think it's a very well worth your time sort of experience. Whether you're playing the first one, the second one, or Space Ace. Personally, the first one is absolutely fantastic. You know, you go all the way through and you fight the dragon and you fight all kinds of creatures, and that's just sort of the stage across all of them. It's a very interesting series and definitely a fantastic trilogy. I've really enjoyed this package.